Yes, and her match is finished now. She's bowled her second frame. She can sit back and watch. And as you say, yes, she's done well. She's set it up for Tina Hulsh to possibly make the double in the next frame.
Brenda Edwards to finish her match off. Straight through the head pin again. She did that with her first ball in this third game. And she's done it with her second as well. She's not happy, is Brenda Edwards.
Yeah, she's missed her mark to the left. Earlier on, she was playing further right on the lane. She's gone high on the head pin and left the 310 split. Really needs to put the ball between and make the spare, and that's got some work to do. Yeah, just didn't get it out on the lane at all. Gave it no chance whatsoever of hitting 2 pins. So that's an open frame.
3 opens then for the Pan American team.
3 for the European team, let's be fair.
Gives it all back, doesn't it, to Europe, who had those 3 openers to start with. And that's lifted a lot of pressure now off Tina Hulsh. She must have been feeling it coming up to her final delivery. Now, can she find something? She's been accurate enough, just hasn't had the power to get into the pocket. That's another shot that has just kind of drifted away and into the pack.
Yeah, no drive, no carrying. As you say, it was probably a lack of power and drive that was needed. She's fortunate to just leave the single pin. Gives her the opportunity to make a spare. And with regular open frames from both sides, the spare is going to be quite good. Yeah, and she's made it. So that's the end of her match. It's low 5s all round. I think she'll be quite happy to sit down and let the rest of the European team finish this one off.
Sophia Grande. Nice strike from her on the last visit.
Well, you can see how close it is. Look, 84 plays 96. A low-scoring game, but it's still very close.
Oh, she's found a line. She's looked pretty good as well, the Guatemalan.
Well, yeah, 2 strikes in her 2 frames this game. So she's 100% for this third and final. Great looking shot, carries all pins, and they're certainly flying around in that pin deck, as we've seen a couple of times. Pins flying back and could have made some fantastic looking conversions had they hit. Don Barrett, open frame in the third frame of this particular game. Looking for 10 and making them at a very valuable time. Frame number 8. Dom's ripped the rack. This gives Mika the opportunity to stand up and make a double. Oscar's telling everybody how it really should be done and why he's not playing. And Dom's just told him that a 215 average in the All Events was not good enough, and that's why he's sitting down there.
Real pressure on this young lady now. Restrepo needs a strike here to keep this Pan American side in it. Oof, well, she's bowled very, very well in this match, no doubt about it.
Kind of get the impression she is going to be a star of the future. One would hope that she gets out and plays the ladies series in the United States.
Yeah, you can't believe that that won't happen. There's a couple of Colombian bowlers in action on the women's series already. I think we may see this young lady certainly making televised finals in the future.
Well, she's putting on such a good show. It's all she needs is a reasonable sponsor from the industry to come and pick her up, and she'll be out there, I'm sure. Nice looking spare to finish her last frame in this match. Frame number 8 for the Pan American squad. Just 2 pins in it with 2 frames to go. The Europeans have got Mika Koivuniemen and Gary Verbruggen, 2 stronger bowlers you couldn't select to finish off for you.
Just dumped that one right down there and left a 10. Gary's going to have it all to do still.
Yeah, it's a pretty low scoring affair. No doubles at all from either side. Just 3 strikes so far from the Europeans. So Mika really needs to make the spare to give Gary the opportunity to shoot something in the last frame. Big white spare ball from Mika. That's going to go hard and straight. So he tied us up. That's his last shot of this match in the Federation Cup.
Now, if John Janovic can shoot a spare here.
I'll tell you what, Simon, I'm sorry to interrupt. If he can shoot 2 strikes and 3 pins, he can shut out the European squad. They won't be able to catch him with 2 strikes and 3 pins.
Well, that's coming up, yeah, coming off the back of this Janovic shot. There's a strike, and that sets it up for Manny. And you're right, Cass, if Manny can come out and put something decent down, he can get the shutout. So Gary has to bowl a mark here, doesn't he? He's got to bowl something decent, and really striking off the card would be the suggested finale for this European side. And Gary Verbruggen's your man to do it. He is calm in these situations.
Simon, yeah, you're quite right. I, of course, was getting ahead of myself, thinking that John was finishing, but it's Manny that's finishing because they made the swap, didn't they?
They made the switch, yeah.
Yeah, that threw me off. But it's Gary Verbruggen finishing for Team Europe.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Tidy as well. That's the sort of Verbruggen strike that we've got used to seeing over the years.
Well, he's got the opportunity to shoot 2 more in the 10th frame. He's got 2 bonus balls.
All down within a fraction of a second. No hanging about, no reliance on a messenger to get across. Just everything flattened. Now, if he's found a line there, can he find it again? Working on the left-hand side of the lane, it'll be a lot fresher than on the right-hand side. Less bowlers operating out there.
Well, Gary's the only left-hand in the whole squad, both teams. And this is a really important ball. If he can make a strike here, he gets the opportunity to shoot a further 10 on the last ball.
Beauty.
Oh, love that one.
Now the European team are interested. Look at that.
Yeah, one more shot for Gary. He's made 20 pins so far in the 10th frame. Opportunity to make it 30. It can only be a score of 176 if he does strike out. Not the highest score, but we've seen the open frames, and that's the reason. But you can still win on a 176 game.
Yeah, I was going to say, with 3 open frames at the start of this match, I think Europe would have taken 176 after that. Bizarrely to say.
I think you're quite right, Simon, yeah. Again, big ball. All the pins count. So take 10 and not 9.
This one to ask some questions of Manny Ortolora, who comes out next for the Pan American team. Verbruggen, strike. 3 to finish off with. Turkey then for Europe to close out their side of things. And 176 to beat. And by doing that, Gary Verbruggen has put a tremendous amount of pressure on the man from Bogota, Colombia.
The man who is a second cousin to Amuleto Monicelli on the PBA Tour. And he needs 2 strikes. Oh dear,
no.
oh dear. Unfortunately, he's missed the head pin when in the 10th frame you need to hit a strike. You shouldn't miss the head pin. He's left the 1 and the 10-pin standing. This is probably going to be an open frame, and it's all over for the Pan American Confederation.
They haven't defended their title then, and Europe, courtesy of a very strong finish from Gary Verbruggen, are going to win this Federation Cup. Excellent effort to try and knock that messenger across, but the game is over. It's Europe's title.
152 is not the best game to finish with. Very unfortunate. Splits and open frames all the way there.
Well played in the end to the European side. Managed to construct enough of a finish there, courtesy of Gary Verbruggen. 176 plays 152, and Europe take the Federation Cup here in Barcelona for 2010 by 2 games to 1 over the Pan American Bowling Confederation team. So the Greys beat the Blues. Europe take the title here in Spain.